Hello everybody, this is Livery GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to quickly show you guys a new engine swap build using the Radical at Le Mans. This is going to be a very quick and easy video. I'll be showing you guys the quick step-by-step process of how to get the car, the engine swap, the build, and of course the race. So hopefully at the end of this episode, it'll help you out a lot in your grinds. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this episode. Now, in order for you to get the car, first step, you can easily get this car at Brand Central. The car isn't not too terribly expensive. Going to cost you about 126,000 credits just for the car itself. So, car should be pretty easy. If you can't afford it, then you can also randomly win this car in the game itself whenever you do the minigame tickets. Whenever it does show a car and if the spotlight lands on it, then you'll get the car for free. So pretty easy car to get overall, and that's going to be it for stage 1. Now stage 2 is going to be to install the engine swap. Now I did cover this particular section in an episode on the last update, and this particular car does in fact have the Suzuki VGT Group 3 engine swap, which is really good engine swap in a lot of cars in the game. And for this car, as you can see, there's a lot of blues, and this engine does in fact does a really good buff on the Radical. Now let's say if you haven't yet hit level 50, which is a hot pink number on top of the screen just yet, if you want to figure out how to actually get a swap or actually have a chance to do this build, here's a quick example. So here we are at my personal garage, and you can see in the middle of the screen I do have a engine swap right on hand ready to go. Now I'm going to be using, for example, this Toyota TRD truck. Now the particular engine you can see on the screen is in fact the Lexus LFA engine, and this particular engine does in fact go inside the truck. So if you find yourself have that Suzuki V8 or VGT engine in your garage, just make sure you look for the full name and make sure you do in fact have the Radical equipped, so that way it will work. But once you do see the lit up taskbar in the work compatible, you'll see this big paragraph. Don't worry much about it. All I'm just telling you is if you do in fact go through the process of swapping your car, you may have to rebuy the engine parts for your engine. So after you quickly get the screen, what you're going to do is click on the word install. I believe you have to say yes at least once or twice just to make sure and confirm that you want to go ahead and do this swap, and just like that you'll be good to go. Really helpful, especially if you want to save credits, but this would be a golden ticket just in case you haven't yet reached level 50. So after you get your swap equipped, I'm going to show you guys the livery I'll be using. Now if you want to follow me in the game, there's my profile, Livery GT7. That way if you do see my videos and would like to make your life a bit easier and would like to copycat the liveries I do share in my episodes, you're more welcome to do so. So here's this classic PlayStation livery that I'm going to be using for this car. Now the livery doesn't really matter in this race, so if you don't want to use this livery, it's up to you. Or if you want to use your own livery, you should be in good range for the points, and you don't really have to worry about too much on the performance points at all in this race. But I thought it'd be a pretty nice, sweet taste of what it's like to have a great livery from the GT4 game, and it just looks so good on this car. So after you equip your livery on your car, here's a quick look at the build itself. There's the first step right here. I would recommend just go ahead and just pause the episode. That way you can basically line up the numbers you see on the screen on every category. That way you'll be able to expect what I have in my current build with your own build. And trust me, this car is going to be a rocket in this racetrack. It doesn't matter if it's a tight corner or a long straightaway, it's going to be very quick. Here's a quick glimpse of the second page. You can see there's hardly anything back here besides the racing brakes and of course the increased vibration rate, and that's going to be it for the car build. So let's go ahead and check out the race now. I want to go ahead and apologize for having the volume of the in-car audio very low. Was in a party during this film, So I do apologize for that, just in case if you guys really wanted to hear the raw power of the Livery GT Suzuki engines. I do apologize for that, which is quite unfortunate. I try my best to up the volume, but it's still not loud enough. But as you can see, this engine swap is really good with this car. I could already tell from the bat that the car has really good acceleration, really good speed, and you can essentially run this car in fuel map 1 and just basically go all out in this race. Now I would recommend probably shifting either 50% or 70% of when that RPM bar actually fills up, because I do know that the engine actually does have a little bit of a lag. The speed itself will slow down and won't really produce as much speed because of the turbo. So it actually is important you do shift your gears at a right time just to give you that most speed as possible on the straights. But you can see through the first chicane, we're going to be right outside the top 5 as we're going to get ahead and get 5th place as we get down with the first chicane. So yeah, this car a lot faster and a lot better than the Porsche swap I had in the last previous episode, and this car just simply on rails. Now I could, if you think about it, I could possibly try this into Expressway and I'll see if it works, and if it does, I'll let you guys know. But for right now, let's be focused on this race. The car very good, and basically anything you can think of: handling, speed, acceleration, and to boot, the really good fuel mileage as well. As we get to the end of the straight, we can see the top 3 right in front of us. We're going to easily catch them down as we get to the second part of the lap. As we get to the end of the straight, we're going to brake pretty early and get ourselves quite a nice charge on the Swift. Get a good run out of the exit of the corner as well. Here comes the turbo, kick it in right there. Going to easily get away P3, and the next thing you know, we're going to go ahead and grab both the Corvette and the Viper, and that's going to be it from us, from being dead last all the way to first within less than a lap at Le Mans. Let's go ahead now, fast forward to our pit stops. The first pit stop is going to be on lap 3. As you can see, we did manage to go ahead and made it on fuel. Now we do have some rain showers around the area, and usually this is basically a very tricky part of the race. Now unfortunately for me, I don't have any intermediate tires, so all I can do is just hope that the rain doesn't get too hard and that we can actually survive with these slicks. And that's actually one important key element at Le Mans, is before you do the race, make sure you have a wet compound just before you start the race. That way, if you find yourself in a situation like this, if you do have rain and you're not too sure if you have a lot of heavy rain in your direction, or if you do have a heavy amounts of rain in your direction, you can go ahead and get you some of those wets, just be on the safe side. But for our first pit stop, all I'll be doing here is just refill the carb fuel. Tires are still in good shape, not really that much degradation on the tires. So that's going to be it for our first pit stop in the race, as we're still going to get some rain showers at the track. Now, we actually did manage to have a pretty impressive rain sail, but thankfully, lap 7, we did manage to survive that. We didn't lose too much time on the opponents. We're going to go ahead and refill the car just a little bit past 1.6 laps remaining on fuel. Now, I was planning on stopping in the end of this lap, but unfortunately, I misjudged the laps and had to move to map 3. And unfortunately, right at the Michelin Bridge, we ran out of fuel, and from that point on, we had to coast our way home. But we got the job done. The car did very excellent from start to finish. If you do have the car and the engine in hand, I would highly suggest doing this build. A lot of fun and very successful build compared to the last build we did. So very quick build. Got ourselves that clearance bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. Okay, so the special announcement is I'm going to actually start having this. As you guys might have guessed, this is actually from Forza Horizon 5 for the screenshots. I currently have Forza 5 downloading into my console, and I have the Ultimate Edition. So everything that comes with it, I'll have it in the game. So this is going to be a nice expansion to the channel, I believe. So yeah, I'm looking for it. I did a poll earlier. It was 50-50 if you guys want to see this or not. But I was like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and just do it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to show you guys some Forza Horizon content in the future. And yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool whenever I do show it. So, yep. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. as you can see, we got ourselves the next preview is going to be using the Trans Am, which was a request build at Tokyo Expressway with the swap. So I'm looking forward to show you guys what I was able to do with this car. And a very iconic Mountain Dew car driven by Darrell Waltrip back in the early 80s. So I'm so much looking forward to see what I did with this particular car, and hopefully he'll help you out at Tokyo Expressway as well. If you guys enjoyed the episode, why not go ahead and leave a like. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell. That way you can keep yourself posted. If you guys have any particular builds, go ahead and write them in the comments. And if you guys want to check out the last episode, there's right there too. And with that all being said, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night. And I'll see you guys later. And I'll talk to you guys later. And take care.